Alright, hello, hello. I am back to streaming. Currently what's happening is I've completed Kakarot. I've done just about everything there is to do in the game. There are like a few training grounds things I haven't completed yet. But suffice to say, my characters are stacked, and the main game is completed. So, the goal for this video, this stream, video if you're watching the VOD on YouTube, is, well, I'm going to play through some of the fights, watch some of the cutscenes from Kakarot. Either the highlights, and I'm hoping they do justice for in Sparking Zero, or the ones that I feel have some good what-if potential. Now, we've already seen we've already seen that Raditz and the Raditz Saga is in Sparking Zero. Specifically, I'm going to be playing moments that I get, well, that's the best way to phrase it. Moments that not only have great what-if potential, but also are from the characters that I think we'll be seeing. Because it's 8 characters. Now, if they mean 8 characters as in 8 distinctive characters, or 8 characters like they gave us 6 pre-order characters with the pre-order of Sparking Zero, where it was Gogeta, Gogeta Super Saiyan Blue, Broly, Broly Full Power, Broly, Broly Super Saiyan, Broly Full Power Super Saiyan. If they're counting it like that 6, then I don't know. I'm hoping they mean it as in 6 individually, and then it's, Goku and all of Goku, Vegeta and all of Vegeta.
Just as I thought, the creatures on this planet are still alive. Kakarot's
Raditz's voice is always funny to me.
Who or what are you?
But I'm not going to be playing through any of the side stuff.
Only 5?
I'll be just playing the fights that I think will be in Sparking Zero for this. Not just what if potential, but like I won't do a what if potential if I don't think it'll be in Sparking Zero. Because Sparking Zero is all about the fights. And it's Senkaichi. There's going to be like a couple of cutscenes, which I know it will do fantastic.
Well, now, here's the large power reading.
But
Distance
aside from that, it's going to cut from literally Goku dying, and it'll probably give like a recap with the narrator and maybe a bit of a cutscene like this, and then you're fighting the Saiyans. So let's say this is from Goku's POV, you're playing through his storyline. It would be Raditz at Kame House, Raditz with Piccolo, and then
not sure what this is.
You're dead, and then your next fight is Nappa, and it's just instant. So with that being said,
looks like someone wants to die.
While I'm doing this, I'm just going to go over my predictions for how this is going to be. Going off of partially what's in Kakarot,
looks like someone
and also
wants to
just
die.
my hopes of who the
Who is
playthrough
it?
can be from through Sparking Zero. The obvious 4 are Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, and Piccolo. Between the 4 of them, you have all of the major fights in the entire series.
Wait a minute.
This is a
This is a
Namekian.
Namekian, isn't it?
I'm
What
racist.
the hell is a Namekian
It's my
doing
nickname,
on this
Raditz the
planet?
Racist. Anyway,
If that's true,
That's
then what
most
are you
of
even
it,
doing here?
regardless.
You got a death wish?
so Goku covers
You've got Spock,
all of
I
the
like
major
that.
fights. Vegeta any sub fights.
A power level of 322, huh?
Gohan
Definitely
covers
stronger
all
than
of
the
the
others.
hero
But
fights
you wouldn't
when
even be a
Goku is
warm-up for
unavailable.
me.
Piccolo
You're making a
has a
mistake
lot of unique
underestimating
fights
me.
that also are like when Goku is unavailable.
Let's see if you can make this fun for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna be one-hitting these bosses.
What is it with this guy?
Like, these fights are not gonna be fights. It's just gonna be temporary breaks between the cutscenes. I meant it. I am over-leveled. I am endgame plus. So, no. Even
That all, huh?
the Super Buu fights as
Is it my
Gohan
turn
is
now?
not going to be anything I
Time
need to
to
worry
show
about.
you what real
Because you
power
end the game
looks
at level
like.
60, and everyone is like level 120
I'm
plus.
getting another large power
It's
reading.
nuts.
That's got to be Kakarot.
Well, no, I think you end the game at like level 100, but still, Gohan is 60 levels above that, and you don't play as
Impossible.
Piccolo past his 17
Who the hell
fight,
is this guy?
and that
Where
one's
is he
like
going?
level 60 something, so yeah. All of my characters are just cracked. So it's just going to be showing off the fights. And letting me talk through them to just kind of avoid any DMCA stuff. Yeah, so Goku has this fight,
Well, if
the next
it
Raditz
isn't
fight,
Kakarot,
and then Nappa,
you've grown.
Vegeta,
You look just
Vegeta
like
Grade
our old
8.
man. What?
And then
Tell
his
me,
next
Kakarot,
fight is
what
the Ginyu
is
Force,
this?
specifically Raccoon,
You were
Burr
supposed
and
to
Jace,
exterminate all life on this planet.
Ginyu and Jace,
What have you been doing all this time?
and then the next fight's against Final Form
Who are
Frieza.
you? And who's Kakarot? Should I know who that is?
Super Saiyan
You have got to be kidding
against Frieza,
me. You don't remember?
and then, if they include it,
Fine then. Allow
Goku
me to
versus
refresh
Trunks,
your memory.
then
You're
Goku
not
versus
from
19,
this filthy planet. You were born on
and then the
planet
next
Vegeta.
fight after
You're
his
a member
heart
of the
attack
proud and mighty
is
warrior
Goku versus
race,
Perfect
the
Cell.
Saiyans. And that's not all. I'm
Goku
your
versus
older
Cell
brother,
Juniors, maybe?
Raditz.
You're lying! That can't be true!
And then
Long
the next
ago,
fight
you were sent to this
is
pathetic planet
Goku
to rid it
versus
of all life.
Yakon.
We Saiyans search the universe for
And then the
habitable
Majin
planets
Vegeta fight.
and wipe out all who live there.
And then it's like rapid
so
fire
that we
because
can
Goku's
sell
actually
those
able to be
planets
a part of the
highest
plot.
bidder.
Goku
Weak,
versus
snot-nosed brats like
Majin
you
Buu,
are sent to
and then he's off another world for a while, and then it's Goku versus Buu Tanks, if they include that as a fight.
If this guy's telling
And
the
then it's
truth, then these
Vegeta, which
Saiyans
how
are
I'm
some
hoping they
real
handle
bad dudes.
fusions is that it's
Wait,
anytime you're playing
What
as
about
one of
the
the
moon?
characters that has the
what does
fusion,
that have to do with anything?
you play as them,
Don't
and
play
then a
dumb
what
with
if
me.
spawns of if that
We
character was more
Saiyans
dominant
release
in
our
the
true
fusion, but
power
regardless.
whenever there's a
I think the
full
fusion will
moon.
be like
Even
nexus
chumps
points where
like
two
you should know
storylines would
that.
meet, like with Goku
Hey.
and Vegeta.
I don't know what
Both
you're
of them would
talking
have their
about.
Vegito moment.
You know, I think Krillin's right. You guys are the
So,
worst. My
yeah.
name's Son Goku, and
Vegito,
I'm from Earth.
and
Take
then
your lies and get out of here.
Goku versus Kid Buu. So Goku
Well,
has a
I
total
couldn't even if I
of
wanted
19
to.
fights in all of
Because
Z.
planet Vegeta was blown to smithereens by a meteor.
Post Z,
Almost
would then
all
be
of our brethren have
Beerus
been
on King
turned to
Kai's planet.
space dust now,
Beerus as God,
including me and you. There are only 4 Saiyans left. Just the
Goku
other day, we found
versus
a planet
Vegeta,
that
if they
should
count
fetch us
that one,
a
and for the
high
training on
price.
on
The
Beerus'
3 of
planet.
us were going to
But if
have
not,
a
then
hell of a
which I
time
don't think they
trying to
will.
overtake it.
Next fight's
And
base
that's
Goku
when I
against
remembered you.
Final Form Frieza, Super Saiyan Blue Goku
Kakarot.
against Final Form against Golden
The planet
Frieza.
is as good as ours if you join us.
Then
Come
it's
on, Kakarot. Think of the fun we'll
Goku
have.
versus
Isn't
Bergamo,
your Saiyan blood boiling with excitement?
Goku
Just
versus
shut up.
Frost,
If you think I'm
then
joining
Goku
you, then
versus
you're dumber
Hit.
than you look.
Fine.
Goku versus Goku
Be
Black,
that way.
and
That
then
little runt with the tail behind you is your kid, right?
Goku Black Zamasu,
I guess I'll just take
Rose
him
Goku
instead.
Black, the rematch,
Come any closer and I'll knock you sky high.
the next
Back
rematch,
Oh, yeah? Well, go ahead if you
Vegito
think
Blue
you can.
versus Fusamasu.
Gohan's not going
Oh,
anywhere with you.
I gotta include the Goku Vegeta fight versus Fusamasu.
What the hell's with this guy?
I should probably turn off my
Your
auto
kid's in
Super
real
Saiyan Blue.
trouble if this is the best you can do.
It's a little
You're
much.
not my brother. You're nothing to me. Yeah, go on, get out of here.
Kakarot, don't turn
Anyway.
your back on your family, your people.
Then the next fight would be if they include the filler fight against Hit, which I don't think they will. I think they'll skip all filler. It'll be like Super Kai. But so from there, after the Fusamasu versus Vegito Blue, it would be
Don't worry, Kakarot.
Basil
I'll make sure to take good care of the
from the
boy.
Trio de
If you
Danger,
want him back, then you better do as your big brother said.
Topo, and then TOP. So
Don't
from
even
19
think
fights
about trying to
in
beat
all
me.
of Z to 11 fights before TOP, where it is back to back fight. So, despite Super being half the length of Z, Goku easily has as many or more fights in Super.
Dragon Ball.
All right, I'm off. It's now or never.
So
You're as
that's
good as
Goku.
dead on your own.
Vegeta basically has the same fights in Super, and before that it'll be
Neither of us has
the...
what it takes to face him head on. At least if we try.
I like how
on
they
our
made
own.
this mangaka with him coming around for the
Together,
house.
If we were to
The
team
back of the
up,
house. Anyway,
we just
Vegeta would
might
have
be able
the
to take him down.
Vegeta versus Goku fight,
Yeah, you're probably right.
and then
Can I
Vegeta
really trust you?
versus
What's your angle in all this?
Kui, Dodoria,
Don't get the
Zarbon,
wrong idea.
Zarbon rematch,
It isn't that I care in the slightest about your little kid
Guldo,
or the Earth.
Raccoon,
That fool is the only
Jace,
thing standing between me
Goku
and world
Ginyu,
domination. The moment he and
First
his
Form
cronies are
Frieza,
out of the picture, I'd finally rid myself
Final
of
Form
you.
Frieza.
Then the world will be mine for the taking.
Then his next fight
You're
after
crazy if you
that
think I'm about to let that
is
happen.
Android
But for
19,
now, I guess we gotta join forces.
then Android
Guess
18,
there's really no getting around that.
Semi-Perfect Cell,
Precisely.
Perfect Cell, and then Pui Pui. Oh. Yay! Pui Pui, Majin Vegeta versus Goku. Majin Vegeta versus Majin Buu.
Oh, I sure hope Bulma's around here somewhere.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and rumble with Raditz. Yes, I would like to go rumble with my brother Raditz. Brother. Anyway, after Majin Vegeta versus Majin Buu, or I know that it's recently come up that his name isn't technically Majin Vegeta. That's just what people call him because that's just they associate the Majins with the M. So it's just if that's you've got the M, you're Majin Vegeta. Oh, and the Prince of Vegeta is Prince of Destruction Vegeta is technically more accurate. I don't like it. I just don't like it. So, regardless, I just wanted to take off the auto Super Saiyan Blue so I don't get distracted with it again. So
That bridge is massive! His tail's probably his weak point. If we can squeeze his tail, he should be vulnerable.
man, that was a
That's what
weird
happened whenever
weakness.
mine got grabbed.
Squeeze
Oh,
his
supposed to
tail.
grab his tail.
We're closing in on him. Let's head down and move in for the attack.
Oh yeah, I gotta squeeze
No.
it, preferably
He's
at the
using a
tip where it's
device
most
that tells him
sensitive.
our strengths as well as our location.
Yeah. So after the Buu fight, his next fight
Power
is
level
as
710.
Vegito, hopefully,
Where
against
the hell?
Buuhan.
Kakarot's kid.
Dead Vegeta versus Kid Buu, and then living Vegeta versus Kid Buu to stall for both Super Saiyan 3 Goku and then the Spirit Bomb. And that's 22 fights in Z, so Vegeta has more fights than Goku in Z,
Power levels 322
which is
and
nuts.
334. They've come.
And then pretty much every fight I gave except for the first
What brings you
two.
here?
Isn't it obvious?
Except no, it's just
I'm here to
one,
get
because he
my
doesn't
son
fight
back.
Beerus as God, but he fights
Where is
Beerus
he?
at the party.
You're hiding him
So,
somewhere, aren't you?
His
yeah,
screaming was
so
giving
he's
me
at
a
10
headache,
fights
so I
before
locked him up in
TOP,
there.
but he's at 2
But
fights
forget
more
about the
end of
ruts.
Z. So
Don't tell
those are
me
going to be
you
the longest
actually think you
campaigns, is
stand a
Goku and
chance
Vegeta,
against me.
which makes sense.
You fool! You're not even fit to call yourself
Super
a Saiyan.
Saiyan, prepare to die! I'm gonna jump back into the predictions of
You know,
other stuff in a
believe it or
moment.
not, battles
I'm a
are
Super
getting
Saiyan, Raditz.
If this
Anyway,
is the best
you're
you
dead.
can do, then you can just forget about joining us.
If this is the best I can do, I turn into a Super Saiyan.
Even with your combined power,
My
you're
next guess
still
is going to be
pathetic.
Piccolo, which I will cover all of his fights in but a moment.
Considering you weren't smart enough to heed my warning, don't deserve to live.
Ooh.
You gotta be kidding me!
You know what? Since you're going to die anyway, I might as well tell you something.
They changed this a little bit, but I'll jump into Piccolo while Raditz
They're
is
even more
ranting.
powerful than me.
Piccolo has Piccolo v Raditz, Piccolo and Goku v
You've got a
Raditz,
new attack hidden up your sleeve. Now's the time to use it, Goku.
Piccolo and Gohan training if they include it, which I don't think they will. And it would just be Piccolo
I'm fresh
versus
out.
and the gang versus Cybermen.
Lucky for you, I
Piccolo
actually
versus
came up with a
Nappa.
new technique while I was
And then
training.
his next fight is second form Frieza, third form Frieza,
It'd be easier
a
just to lie
small
down
fight
and
against
wait for
final
the
form
sweet
Frieza, if
release
they
of
count
death.
the little bit where he kicks
I'm
Frieza
just
away
gonna
from
need
Goku,
enough time to
which
charge
they
up
might,
the
they might
proper
not.
energy for it.
I don't think they will though. It's a kick.
Gonna
It's
need
basically
you
a
to keep
cutscene.
him busy while I deal with this.
And then his next fight from there,
I'll
from
do what
final
I can.
form, from third form
Hope you're
Frieza,
ready for this.
is Android 20 / Dr. Gero,
Special beam cannon!
and then
You
he
just
helps.
don't know when to quit.
He has like a brief scuffle with 17. I don't even know if that would count as a fight. It's
Alone? What were you two trying to decide? Who gets to die first?
It's barely a fight, so I don't think I'm gonna count it. And that's another cutscene. It's literally just he goes in for a punch, and is immediately obliterated. So from Android 20 / Dr. Gero, his next fight is against Imperfect Cell,
He's focusing all of his power into his fingers.
which Piccolo has the only fights against Imperfect Cell of the heroes. Like the only one that fights against Imperfect Cell. No one else does.
Let your guard down!
Unless you count the little bit of filler where Krillin fights him. But we're not getting a Krillin storyline. It's just not gonna happen.
Good work, Goku.
Because every
Hold on to
fight
that tail and
Krillin
don't let go
has,
no matter what.
someone else has. That has more
Let
fights.
me go.
So anyway.
Planet in peace.
Don't listen to him,
Imperfect
Goku.
Cell, Android 17,
Trying to trick
Android
you.
17 and Piccolo versus Imperfect Cell.
Please.
The Cell
Leave me,
Juniors,
brother. I'm begging you.
and
Kakarot.
after the Cell
Don't do this to
Juniors,
your only family.
he doesn't have another fight. In the Buu Saga, he's mainly there to teach Goten and Trunks fusion and be their hype man.
Actually be the dumbest guy I've ever met. Don't think I'm going to show you mercy just because.
So we're at
you're
11
my
at the end of Z for Piccolo fights.
Yes. Yes, that's what I
So,
like to
while
hear.
less than Goku, even though he has a fair bit of time skips, Piccolo has more time skips.
You're next.
Damn. If I try to hit him now, he's just going to dodge it.
Because Piccolo was dead during a pretty major moment in time, whereas Goku came back for a little bit. So then after Cell, Piccolo has 0 fights for Buu Saga. And then in Super, he has a very, very brief scuffle against Beerus, which I don't think they would count.
What is this?
He has some fights against Frieza henchmen. And then after the henchman fight, he fights against Frost in the U6 tournament.
Special beam cannon!
This is going to be awesome to watch in first-person POV. I want to get a VR headset purely to experience the first-person POV cutscenes as if I was, you know, Goku getting shot with a special beam cannon or taking Cell to King Kai's planet. I think that would be funny. Next. So after Frost,
Impossible.
Piccolo doesn't have a fight again until TOP.
By scum like this, I can't.
Which, while I'd love to go through the individual fights, I would need to do that pretty in-depth, because while I did rewatch TOP recently, there's so many fights. They all blur together, and they're all cutting back and forth.
Just throw away.
So I'm not going to try to guess all of those fights.
You idiot.
The main ones that I remember really are him and Gohan versus the U6 Namekians,
Didn't you know?
and the Cricket
This
guy.
planet is home to the Dragon Balls. They grant
Piccolo
wishes.
self-reporting. Anyway,
Absolutely any wish
So,
imaginable. Even bringing someone
Piccolo
back
has
from
a
the dead.
total of 13 fights pre-TOP,
Well, my comrades
whereas
would be happy to hear
Goku and
that.
Vegeta have roughly 30. So Piccolo's is going to be a much shorter
Everything
campaign.
you just said.
But Piccolo in my next
Transmitted
Um,
to them. On
guess
the
at who
other
would have a
side of the
campaign is Gohan.
universe.
They both have
Once
the superhero
they've learned
movie,
that I've
which we
died,
know is going to be DLC, so that will
will
probably
come
have
here.
story mode added to it. Just like how Goku and Vegeta will have their Broly
when will
movie
they-
fights
think
and
they'll get here?
Gogeta canon fusion, which I think will be fun to get to in the game.
Just 1 year from now.
But Gohan and Piccolo both have their new transformations in the superhero movie,
1 year
and
before
those are
even
going to be pretty
stronger
fun.
warriors arrive.
You two.
So you know they're going to be main
No
characters
hope
because they have unique fights in that
them.
movie alone.
Enjoy
Orange Piccolo and Beast
what
Gohan are just too much to
you
not
have left.
have and either of them be main characters. But yeah, Gohan. Gohan's first fight would probably be either a Piccolo sparring match to get you into the feel of things, or the Cybermen. And so it would be Cybermen or Piccolo, which I'm just going to say that they let it be the Cybermen.
I see.
That's pretty much it.
They probably do a recap of just
Hang in there. It's not like you to give up so easily.
Gohan's life until he was kidnapped by Piccolo.
You know, dying, it's a lot worse
So
than I
Cybermen,
thought it would
the
be.
Nappa, and then his brief fight
Don't you
against
worry.
Vegeta,
We're gonna bring you back really soon.
where he just lays into him while Krillin gets the Spirit Bomb ready.
Thank you.
From there, there's some scuffles against Frieza soldiers and possibly Dodoria. I don't think they'd include Dodoria.
Gone.
It was a kick and then they ran away.
I bet
Not even
Kami has
really a
something to
kick.
do with
Not
this.
even really a fight.
Eh?
So from
Well, I guess
there,
we can put our minds
the
at
next
ease if
fight
Kami's
for
involved.
Gohan would be
You
Guldo,
guys need to get the Dragon Balls.
Raccoon,
Kami doesn't possess the power
Goku
needed to
Ginyu,
bring someone back to life. Also,
second form
Goku's
Frieza,
kid will be coming with me
third
for the
form
time
Frieza
being.
with Piccolo,
What? You're kidding, right? What are you
and
gonna
then
do with him?
after
With a
Frieza,
little training and the right teacher, that
Gohan's
kid could be capable of
next
serious
fight
power. We're going to need all the
is
power we can get before those two Saiyans show up in a year's time.
any of the androids. He doesn't fight
Me training this little runt is our best
any of the
shot
other
to stand
forms
a
of Cell
chance.
except for Perfect Cell.
Once Goku's revived, tell him he'll get his son back and in better
Gohan's
shape
next
than he
fight
left
would
him.
be probably against Goku in the Time Chamber, which I forgot to mention, yeah. Goku and Vegeta would probably both have an extra fight in the Time Chamber against Trunks and Gohan, respectively, and vice versa. So add another fight to their counters.
Meanwhile, on a planet far, far from Earth.
So Goku in the Time Chamber. And then Perfect Cell. Cell Juniors, Perfect Cell again, Super Perfect Cell.
Still, I must admit, I'm very
because it'd go,
these
Super Saiyan Gohan versus Cell, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan versus Cell Juniors, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan versus Perfect Cell, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan versus Super Perfect Cell, and then it might be a fight against Goten, but I doubt that, because he doesn't really spar with Goten. His next fight would be against Deborah.
Can you imagine it?
And then from Deborah, it would go to Majin Buu. And then from Majin Buu, his next fight would be against Super Buu, then Buu Tanks. And that's all his fights in Z is 15.
With the Dragon Balls, the two
So
Saiyans made their way to Earth.
So Piccolo's 11 fights in Z versus Gohan's 15. Now here's the twist that I'm thinking. In the gap between the Frieza Saga and the Cell Saga, they let you play as future Gohan in the original timeline, and then you die, and then you come back and you're watching the recap of the Cell Saga until you're going into the Time Chamber with Goku. I think that would be awesome. Skipping all of that stuff. I'm just gonna playing through the Goku stuff. I'm gonna make this. Well, no. I'll play through the story. God, look at how much stuff they don't let you have as Gohan. With Piccolo, it's just you can't use your transformation. With Gohan, it's you can't use any of your transformations, you can't use any of your best attacks, or the Kamehameha. Deathmatch approaching. Watch this level 160 Kid Gohan just tap a Cyberman and turn it to ash. Anyway, so yeah, 15 fights for Gohan pre-Super if they don't include Future. If they do include Future, it's going to be Gohan versus the androids, Gohan versus the androids again with Trunks, Gohan versus the androids minus an arm, and then he dies in the future. I think that could be pretty cool. Just saying, I think that could be kind of swifty. I don't know why I'm bothering with any of the attacks. He doesn't need them. He's going to obliterate them. They're like level 12, and he's level 160. He's gonna tap them, and they're going to disintegrate. Anyway, so 15 fights plus 3 if they include Future would be 15 or 18.
Battle with a dangerous duo.
And then from Super,
so this
again, technically a fight against Beerus, but not really. He doesn't even get in more than a singular grapple in the Battle of Gods movie, which is what I watched more recently. I refuse to watch the arc in Super. I just rewatched Battle of Gods. It's the better experience for me. Even if it's not entirely accurate anymore, I don't care. It's just a better viewing experience. So his next fight would be against the Frieza Mooks.
First things first.
First
We'll
form
seek out the
Frieza.
highest power level. When we
And
do,
then-
we'll likely find Raditz killer. Kakarot's son.
Oregano, or whatever the poison
Found
wolf
you.
is,
All right, now.
in the
Time to have
preliminaries. And then TOP. And then, of course, he will have his superhero
Power is
fights.
heading this way.
But
To tell Mr. Piccolo.
he either has a total of 18 or 21 fights pre-TOP.
Saiyans, they're finally here.
Finally here!
Mr. Piccolo.
Which is pretty good.
They're here, which means they'll be heading straight for us.
And so that brings us to
Piccolo, it's
my
been a
fifth one,
while.
who you do play as in Kakarot.
You're one of
So
the people I saw
it
at
is safe to say that
Master
any of the ones that you play
Yeah,
in
I'm
Kakarot
Krillin.
are going to be in the story
And
of
you really have grown
Sparking
up, haven't
Zero.
you? You look just like Goku
So
when
it'll
he
be
was a
future
kid.
Gohan. Whether or not they started in the future
That's
or
enough
in the
chit-chat.
present is up for
They're
debate.
here.
If they do the future Gohan story, which as he is a character, I'm betting they will, they're going to start in the future. So it would be
Well. Looks like you've been
future Gohan and Trunks versus the androids.
You got that right.
Future Trunks versus the androids rematch, and then Trunks versus Mecha Frieza,
What's a
and
Namekian
Trunks
doing
versus King
here?
Cold. Then the next fight for
Namekian.
Trunks would be Trunks
Oh, I get it.
versus.
It's been said that Namekians possess extraordinary fighting skills, as well as magical abilities. You must
I
the
wouldn't
one
be
who
Android
created
17
those
or
Dragon
18
Balls we've heard
because
about.
he gets washed like Piccolo does, and I don't think they'd call that
They
even
know
a
about
fight.
the Dragon Balls?
That's the whole reason we came to this puny planet. Now
Exposition
hand 'em
dump.
over. You may be a Namekian,
Trunks' next
but there's
fight
still
would
only
be
one of
against
you.
Semi-Perfect
This is
Cell
gonna be like swatting away flies.
for a little bit, and then Perfect Cell post
Sorry
Final
to burst
Flash.
your bubble, but I didn't create the Dragon
And then
Balls or
the
anything
Cell
else.
Juniors,
My
and he goes back to
specialty
the
is
future.
destruction. And if I'm a fly, then just try and swat me.
So, 7 fights
Very
in all
well.
in Z.
Let's see what the Namekian and
Technically,
his
for
little
future
friends are
Trunks.
capable of.
My thought on this is they
Looks
could
like you and me
do
are thinking the
Trunks
same thing,
as a
Vegeta.
whole. So it would be future, regular Z, and then Super would have the transition from Kid
These
Trunks
guys look pretty
to
tough.
future Trunks again. And then Trunks doesn't fight in TOP.
It's the end, and Chaozu's with him.
Hey guys, sorry we're late.
Yamcha!
Yamcha.
Yamcha?
You mean the person Poir was talking about?
You have hair like me. Are you my dad?
He must be Goku's kid. Well, he definitely looks
Anyway,
the part.
so we'll call it. Yeah, it's like 7 fights in Z, technically for future Trunks. And then
Nice to meet
Trunks
you. My name's Gohan.
has
Look at that.
a
few
fight
more pipsqueaks
against-
have come to play.
Relax, we'll make this
well,
quick.
he kicks Majin
Go
Buu,
on,
but he
this
doesn't
is
fight
it.
him.
Show them what you can do.
He has a fight against Goten.
Count me in too. I've done my fair share of training.
He has a fight against Goten in the
Make
World
them
Tournament.
suffer, Cybermen.
And then he has his Gotenks fight against Majin Buu. Super Gotenks fight against Majin Buu. Super Gotenks versus Majin Buu in the time versus Super Buu in the time chamber. Let me go. Let me just recount. Goten, Gotenks,
This might
Gotenks,
prove to be something entertaining
Gotenks, Super
after all.
Gotenks, Super
Well
Gotenks
then,
versus Super
Who's
Buu,
next?
Super 3 Gotenks versus Super Buu,
Let me at him. I'll show him that I'm not messing around.
and
Come
then
on, let's
the
do
next
this.
fight would be
You green goons better get 'em now.
Gotenks versus Tagoma? Maybe? I'm not even gonna count that one. The next fight would be Future Trunks versus Goku Black, which they could include
Well,
the
I guess
Buu
those
Saga,
little
which would be
monsters
fun.
weren't as tough as you
So
thought
also
they
have
were.
Future Trunks versus
I'll finish the rest of them off by myself.
Pui Pui and Yakon,
What?
Dabura, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, Super Saiyan 2 Trunks versus Dabura, which would add.
Yamcha! Gotcha!
Huh. I would add 3 fights, which wouldn't be a lot, but it'd still be fun. And they could reuse the
I believe
Dabura
it's time
Fuku
we
Yakon
end this
assets
little
that they
game.
used in the Buu Saga. So it won't be adding a character, it'll be the exact same, copy-pasted.
Which one wants to die next?
And it'll just be giving future Trunks purple hair.
So, who wants to die first?
Done. It'll give future Trunks purple hair a Super Saiyan 2 transformation variant, which would be fun.
Are you serious?
And I don't think that would take much work, so... Oh god, where was I?
Time to cause some real
3.
damage. You all better kiss your butts goodbye.
Sorry, I was at... Ooh! Graphic. It was 7 for Z for future Trunks.
Say your
Goten,
prayer.
Gotenk, Super
Chaozu!
Gotenk, Super Saiyan Gotenks,
Chaozu!
Time Chamber, Super Saiyan
What are
3,
you doing?
and then 3 for the future Buu arc, then Goku Black,
No! Don't do it! Chaozu!
Goku Black rematch, rematch again, and Rage,
Chaozu!
stalling for again, the Mapuba fight against Zamasu, and then Rage Trunks
I will avenge you.
versus Merge
I
Zamasu, and then well, I don't know if they count that,
Your death be in vain.
because he just fires a Gallic gun, but yeah, so he does fight Merge Zamasu.
You think you're pretty tough, don't you? This can't be. This has gotta be some kind of nightmare. Where
So
are you, Goku?
Trunks, if
We
they
need your
include
help!
future Super and
Goku?
Kid as one like
Humor me.
Trunks
You wouldn't happen to be
storyline,
talking about
would be
Kakarot,
21
would you?
fights. That's not too bad. And I
Yeah.
hope that they do
So
that
what's it
instead of
to
just
you?
Kid Trunks and Future Trunks being separate.
Just as I thought.
It'll also
I
give us
guess
a chance
the
to play as
Dragon Balls
Gotenks,
revived him after
which
all.
would be pretty nifty as well.
Do you truly believe that he can save you?
That's the
After all, he
5.
can barely
Now there are
handle a
3
weakling
more
like
that
Raditz.
could be options.
He's gotten stronger
Well,
since
there are
then.
3 more
I'm
slots.
sure of it. He's gonna make you beg for mercy. Do you hear me? He's gonna make you beg.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Good-
I wouldn't
good job,
underestimate Goku if I were you.
Oh yeah? If he's so tough, then where the hell is he, huh?
He'll be here. My dad's definitely gonna come.
Then I guess we'll
Gross.
just have to wait for him, won't we? 3 hours is all he gets, and not a second longer.
And then from there, it's hard to tell, because
3 hours? There ain't no point in waiting around.
that's pretty much all the main
Screw
fighters
it.
in Z
I'm
and Super.
gonna have some fun.
From the good guys, at least.
Did
Quote
you
unquote.
just hear me?
Vegeta's a villain until he self-destructs
Vegeta.
against Majin Buu.
Guess I got a little carried away.
The big oaf is shaking in his boots. The
But
smaller
from there,
one is the one we need
I
to
think
keep an
a
eye on.
very safe
Sure
way
of
to
it.
do this is to go through the 3 villains that are
Goku,
on the
quit making us
TOP
wait
team,
and get over here already.
which would be,
Come on, show us just how much stronger you've become.
well, I say on the TOP team,
Dad?
Frieza, who has a lot of fights. Frieza, 17,
Goku, where are you?
and
All
Majin
the times
Buu,
for him not to show up.
or just
Hey,
Buu.
You think we can make a
And I
break
think
for
that would
it?
be really fun.
These
And here's
guys mean
why. So
business.
Frieza
They plan on
has
wiping out the entire planet.
his fight against Nail,
Dad?
which I don't know if they'll add Nail, but I
We
hope
should
they
get
do.
out of here if things
It'd
start
be
to get
pretty fun.
hairy.
What do you mean?
Fight against
Die.
Vegeta,
Tommy dies too, right? If that happens, then
Gohan.
we can kiss the Dragon Balls goodbye.
well, Gohan and Vegeta, because they both can fight him, so
I
that's
don't need your
2.
sympathy. Just focus
Piccolo.
on winning.
3rd form against Piccolo,
Right. Yeah.
and Gohan.
Mr. Piccolo?
4th form against Vegeta. Final form against Goku. Final form against Goku Super Saiyan. Final form against Goku but full power. Mecha Frieza versus Trunks. And then there is a bit of a gap.
Where are you, Goku? We need your...
Don't have much time left.
Yeah, go ahead and continue. I'll move on. There's a bit of a gap
Time's up.
from that
Too
one,
bad.
but that is the 11
I
fights
guess
in Z,
Kakarot
which
was
is a
too
pretty
scared
respectable
to
number.
show
That's
his
as many as
face.
Piccolo has in Z.
Finally. You
Now, they're all
twerps are
kind
in
of
for a
clustered,
world of pain.
but they're there.
What's with
After
this
that,
energy?
his next fight
It's
is
incredible.
Frieza
It's heading this
versus
way.
Gohan in first
Wow.
form in
You're
the
right, it's
Resurrection of
huge.
Saga.
And it feels kind of familiar.
Only Goku could have this much energy. Kakarot.
Then it's final form Frieza versus
Vegeta!
base Goku.
Are these punks telling the truth?
We'll find out
Sorry,
soon
I'm
enough
just
whether this
adjusting a
is
little
actually
bit of
Kakarot or not.
things. I need a fan because it's
5,000.
if you're watching this from another
No
country
way.
or at a different
Your
time
starter
than
must be
it's streamed
busted
or
something.
Nappa, hurry up and kill the
after the
riffraff.
release of Sparking
It could be a
Zero.
real pain if they team up
It
with
is currently
Kakarot.
July in
What
Texas.
about the Dragon Balls?
It is
Forget about
hot,
them. I've got a better idea.
so I'm needing to get some water.
That Namekian's home planet should have
I've also
Dragon
been
Balls
ranting
even
for
more
like
powerful.
an
We'll do
hour
far better heading there instead.
ish. How long have I
Don't
been
you
streaming?
understand? If Kakarot actually lives,
Yeah,
then
40
that
minutes. I've been
legend has to
ranting
be
for
true.
40 minutes about
Get out of here,
possible
Mr. Piccolo!
campaign
I'll handle
stuff.
them until my dad gets here. If you die, we'll definitely lose
They definitely made
Kami and
Gohan
the
way more
Dragon Balls.
bold in the game because they
Run
could,
like you can.
Handle me, huh?
but in the show,
This kid over here is
And-
a real riot.
both in Kai and regular Z, he is a grade A wuss.
Do what I can to buy my dad some time.
Done.
Gohan's gonna be brave,
Um,
and I will too.
Either way, you're all
There we go.
dead.
Anyway. So, where was I? Mecha Frieza,
All right.
first form versus Gohan,
Playtime's over, Pipsqueak.
final form versus base Goku, Golden Frieza versus Blue Goku, Golden Frieza versus Blue Vegeta, which is, again, as many fights as Piccolo had pre-TOP, because it is. Frieza has one more fight, even, than Piccolo does pre-TOP than Piccolo.
What?
And then there's even the fight against the Mooks with Goku after he brings him back to the land of the living
Mr.
with
Piccolo!
Baba against the what are they even? Universe 10, 11? I don't even know. Whatever Jiren's universe is, they're Mooks. And then TOP. And then Frieza has a lot of fights in TOP. So, it's definitely possible. Would be kind of fun to get some like endgame characters pretty quick. Because you're just playing through Frieza Saga,
Get
and
out
then
of
you're
here,
done.
Gohan.
And then you're in Super, and then you're unlocking, Golden Frieza, Blue Goku,
Why did you?
Jiren, and all these other super powerful characters. You've speedrun to Broly if you pick the Frieza storyline. You are just doing Frieza Saga, one fight in Androids, the ROF arc, and then you're in TOP. And then you clear TOP, and then you're at Broly. You are blitzing to the Broly movie. Because he's actually in it, so you get to play it far quicker than you would as Goku or Vegeta.
Yep.
Alright. Super Saiyan Invasion. So the thing that I noticed about this, which I'm just going to rant about a little bit while I'm going through this. Angry Goku. Is that they don't want to animate Gohan using Super Saiyan or the Kamehameha as a kid. Teen Gohan, they let him have Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 2, and all of his cool fun moves. But sorry about that. Preteen Gohan, they don't really give him any respect whatsoever. Sorry, I had to blow my nose. Didn't think anybody wanted to hear that. Probably should have got the cutscene going before then, but meh, you win some, you lose some. Anywho, let's see, Goku. Am I gonna get a chance to use Potara in the story? I don't think I will, because they're not in any fights together until they actually fuse. So I'll leave it on here just to be safe. Because Vegito's fun. Anyway. So, yeah. Frieza, good for speedrunning to the Broly movie.
Pathetic.
17
To think the great demon king
has his
Piccolo
fight against
would go
Piccolo
down like this.
in Perfect
Protecting
Cell.
a little brat like you. It's laughable.
And then he doesn't have a fight again until Blue Goku testing him.
I blame you and your dad.
And Super.
Stupid softness.
And then he's in TOP.
Rubbed off on me. But go on.
And then Boo. Because that's 4
I
fights.
want you to know.
17 has very minimal
the
fights. I
only
think he
real
will be
friend.
the last character that you unlock to play through their
The only
story.
real friend I ever had.
Because the reason why I'm saying like we won't get a Krillin storyline
They really
or
weren't half bad.
like a Tien or a Yamcha is
You-
because
Better not.
Yamcha has
Go on.
one fight in Z and Super. He fights the Cybermen and dies. And then he does not appear again until
Appears I'm
after
not
Cell.
long for this world.
And then he is immediately, at the next big arc, murked
But
by Dr.
At
Gero.
least it seems Piccolo has finally surpassed me.
He technically fights Sweet Cell
I
Juniors,
can die happy knowing that.
and then he doesn't fight anyone in Boo,
Club me.
anyone in Super, and he's not on the TOP team, so there's no point in including him.
Wasn't planning on killing him just yet, but whatever.
Sorry, I'm thinking, and
I can't
Nappa's
wait to see the
quads
look on
are
Kakarot's face when he
getting
sees his little
bricked.
twerp squashed like a bug.
Anyway.
Huh?
Tien has the fight against the Cybermen, a fight against Nappa, where he then loses his arm and dies. And then he does not get another fight until that scuffle against Android 17, which I doubt they will consider an actual fight, because it is literally a blitz. There's 17 blitzing Trunks, Piccolo, and Tien. They're just both, they're just all down for the count.
Shiatsu, Kami, they're all gone.
I'm not gonna let you get away with this! What are you looking at, punk? You got something to say?
It's power level Nappa.
Turn you into a pulp!
Can I destroy Piccolo? Aw, Piccolo's body's gone.
You stands a chance against the mighty Nappa.
But you're nothing special. It looks like you're finally getting better.
Get dragon fisted,
What did you
Nappa.
say? You better shut that mouth of yours before I do.
That's more like it. I'm expecting a good fight from you.
It's already done, Goku. Shut up. Tien has, his fight against Cyberman, and then he doesn't get another fight until, technically, his fight against Semi-Perfect Cell. That's more him just stalling, and then the Cybermen, and then he helps against an attack from Boo Tanks against Gohan. And that's all Tien does until TOP. So, 4 fights.
I'm not done playing just yet.
Which are Cybermen,
Oh no, you don't, Kaio.
helping against Semi-Perfect Cell, which doesn't even get a fight. It's just it would be like a Kikoho mini game.
I don't think he can fight anymore.
The Cell Juniors, which Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, and Future Trunks all have that fight. So going on that fight again, I don't see that really happening. And then him helping against Boo, Boo Tank specifically, with Gohan, which again, that'd be a minigame. I don't see that really happening. So while he is on the TOP team, doubtful. And again, 17 doesn't have that many. He has Piccolo and Perfect Cell.
He just killed his own partner.
You two go.
And possibly the Scuffle if you count it. Which I think they might for that specifically because it's you playing as 17, not you playing as
Okay, Dad.
one of several people.
Goku, wait.
Hello.
Couldn't you just fight this guy somewhere else?
So I'm ranting about the
I don't want anything to happen to these guys before we can bring them back.
current
but Piccolo and Kami,
guesses on who
both of
the
them are
people
dead.
might be
which
in
means
Sparking Zero.
that the Dragon Balls are gone too. I hate to say it, but we can't bring them back now.
Wait, Krillin? Are you...
Huh? What is it?
I'll explain later. Just you make sure that you send this guy packing, all right?
Send him packing? Huh. Yeah, that's the plan. Okay. I'll do what I can.
Sorry to do this again, Goku, but we're all counting on you. Don't you dare go dying on us, buddy!
You got it. Gohan, if I make it back, what do you say we go fishing again? Just you and me.
Okay.
Change of plans. We're moving.
Fine. Makes no difference to me.
Sorry, I thought that I lost all of my stream there for a moment. My manager told me that it was offline and I was panicking. No, turns out absolutely 100% normal. Whew. Anyway. Yeah, 17 has like 3 fights pre-TOP, but then he is in TOP until the end. Tien has like 1 or 2 fights, and then he's out very early on. 17 is fighting against Toppo, Jiren, all of them. So 17 has a lot of
I
fights
need to move the fight
that
somewhere with no other people.
are just cool. So I could see them letting him get his little story.
First, I'll take Vegeta down.
And then the last one, the Boo, which I think would be really cool to have as a
Okay.
option to give us a lot of what ifs.
Animals in sight.
Because you would have Majin Buu versus Gohan, Majin Buu versus Majin Vegeta, Majin Buu versus Gotenks, and then Super Gotenks. And then Majin Buu versus Evil Buu, if they include that one. Which I hope they do. There's no reason not to.
Thrown away and forgotten like the
It might be a
garbage you
cutscene,
With
but I
enough
hope they
hard
don't
work
treat it
and
like that.
training, even garbage can surpass the elite.
And then it would be Super Buu versus
That's quite a sense of humor
Super
you've got.
Gotenks, Super Buu versus Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks,
You're about to learn
Super
the hard
Buu
way
versus
that effort alone
Gohan,
isn't enough to reach my level.
Buu-Tanks versus Gohan, Buuhan versus Vegito,
Consider yourself lucky.
and then
Super elite like myself wasting his time playing with a low-class
Kid Buu versus Goku.
You showed more power than this when you made a fool of Nappa.
Kid Buu versus
Show me your
Vegeta.
true power.
Just remember.
Sorry, I'm
You
just
asked
reading a
for it.
recap. I lost count because I had to stop for a moment to fiddle with the controls. They did this beautifully, by the way. Oh, I've skipped versus Super Saiyan 3 Goku.
Come on,
So
buddy. Don't fail me now.
Gohan, Vegeta, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Goten, Super Goten,
And now.
Evil
For
Buu,
Kamehameha!
Super Buu versus Gotenks, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, Goten, Super Buu versus Gohan, Gotenks versus Gohan, Buuhan versus Vegito, Kid Buu versus Goku, Kid Buu versus Vegeta. And this would be kind of cool that they could do for the bit where Innocent Buu or Majin Buu is fighting Kid Buu. You could pick to fight as either Kid Buu or Majin Buu. And if you fought as Majin Buu, you would get the canon ending. And if you fought as Kid Buu, you would get the bad end as a what if. I think that would be kind of fun. And then from there, assuming you fought as Majin Buu, you would have the fight against fight from Kid Buu against Vegeta.
He's a tough one.
Well, no, I think that would probably spawn a what if of if Innocent Buu won. But if you fight as Kid Buu, you beat Innocent Buu, and then
What the?
that prompts a Spirit Bomb, and then it's Kid Buu versus Vegeta again. But Vegeta alive, and that's 15 fights. That's more fights than Frieza and Piccolo get in all of Z. And it's just from Buu because he has his different forms. And he has a lot of unique fights as the villain. It would be really fun to see how they did that. And then, from there, oh, I can't beam clash with a grade A. Aw, man. That's no fun. That'd be kind of funny. But yeah, 15 fights in just Z for Buu. And then he has his fight against Beerus. And then he doesn't fight in ROF, but that's fine. We have enough ROF fights. Literally, we have Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, and Frieza himself, maybe. We have a lot of ROF fights. And we don't need Buu to be included.
The sea. All creatures of the earth.
But then
And
he's
all
supposed to
living
be in the
things.
U6 tournament, so it
Please.
would be like a minigame where you have to
Lend me
like
some of your
tap
energy.
on the button enough to keep him awake during the test. And then he fights in the U6 tournament. And that would be a very cool what if. And then next time we see Buu fight is in the qualifiers, or the preliminaries, whatever you prefer to call them. From there, his next fight would be against Goku, as like showing off Skinny Buu. I think that'd be more of a give you a chance to get the what if prompt to get Buu into the TOP. And then so we would have two just what if arcs of just what if Buu was in U6 tournament and what if Buu was in the TOP. But even then, and you just include his fight against Beerus and his fight in the preliminary for the TOP, that still puts him at 15 in Z and 17 total fights, which is more than Piccolo, more than 17. It is so many fights. I don't see how they could pass it up. It would be so cool to see Buu be a playable option in the story for Sparking Zero. So to recap, my thoughts and hopes for Sparking Zero. Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Gohan, Trunks, including Future, Kid, Super Kid Trunks if he has any fights, but specifically Super Future Trunks. And for Gohan, it would be Kid, Future, double back to Teen, Adult, and then Super. And then for the villains, it would be Frieza, Android 17, and Boo. So I hope, beyond hope, that this is actually what happens. I'll skip this fight, because, well, no. I said that I thought this fight would be something that Gohan would get as a kid, so I'll play it. Why not? But yeah, so those 8. I'm hoping that's what they do, and they let you keep... your progress, and I hope that they do that, and that would be splendid. It would be absolutely wonderful to get
I know you're tired, but we're
those
headed for Kami
8.
House. Can you make it? Yeah. Hang on, Gohan.
Am I worried that we won't, and that we'll just get
What is
Goku,
I'm not
Vegeta,
sure, but it's some really massive energy.
and then because their character models change so much,
It's my dad.
Gohan,
He's in
Kid,
trouble.
Teen,
I
and
can
Adult,
feel it.
Behind you.
Future Trunks only, not Kid Trunks, and
Power struggle with the Prince of Saiyans.
who would the other 2 be? Like, Final Form Frieza exclusively? I don't know. I'm just worried that it's not going to be as cool as I'm hoping it is. If it's even close, and they include the future Gohan stuff for the Gohan story, and they include the Kid Trunks stuff to let you play as Gotenks for the Trunks story, I could be happy.
What's that?
I could be happy.
Get out,
If they
Gohan. Don't let
don't
him
do
see us.
Boo for the story mode, whatever,
Hey,
people are going to use the What If creator
did you
to
forget
make
what that furry
those,
freak is?
so
He's a Saiyan.
I don't mind.
A Saiyan.
because they could literally just put
If we can
Super
cut his tail
Boo
off, he'll revert back to
in
normal.
the cape and call it
Gohan,
Skitty
Yajirobe,
Boo,
you guys
and
get
then
in
have
front and
that
distract
be
him.
in
Wait
different
for an
fights
opening,
from the
and
TOP
then
on
I'll
the
slice
TOP
his
map.
tail off.
Like Boo versus Jiren, Boo versus
Distract
Dispo,
him.
all
Are
these
you
other
out of your
ones. I
mind?
could see them do. I
Look,
could
man,
see the
even
community.
if you
I
cut him
could see
down to
myself
size,
making those
he's still
fights,
gonna knock you guys
and it would be
silly.
fun. Now, do I want them to be just in the core game so I don't have to make them? Yes. I'm planning on making 17 and 18, or even Dr. Gero and Android 19 versus Frieza. Because if that's what happened and Frieza won and he wanted to just come in and destroy Earth as petty vengeance against Goku, he would have had to contend with the androids. And then he would have lost horrifically.
Nice try going for my tail, but I can see right through you.
I can see right through you right before someone sees right through him. Yeah, people made fun of him for losing his sword mid-attack in the, like, promo for Yajirobe. It's what he does. He slices and drops. So that's like his finishing move. So if you miss, or if you don't do it right, it sucks for you.
Insignificant trash! You're all dead! Do you hear me?
Dead!
I'll start with you!
Punch. Anyway, yeah. So I'm just hopeful that Sparking Zero's story mode is just the peak of peak.
Damn you, you little
And I'm glad that the
You're
what ifs are
going to wish
included
you'd
as
never been
branches.
born.
I hope that they let you save your progress, and so that once you've played through a story as a character, they let you go back over the timeline, and it has like little points where it shows, like as a glossary of like, here is a nexus point where it could branch into a what if timeline, and just lets you start back up from there and play through the what if. God, that'd be so fun. I just can't wait for Sparking Zero. I don't even know what game I should play to practice in preparation. Like, should I be playing like an Arkham game with their counter system and all of their like weird gadgets to get used to the super attacks type of motif? Should I be playing Spider-Man for a similar reason? Should I be playing Kakarot? Like, I don't know how to best prep for Sparking Zero. I'm thinking it's a bit of a mixture, but I don't know.
Concentrate the energy
into a ball. It's like, good thing Earthlings have so much key control, because if he did this to Vegeta, Vegeta would have exploded. If Vegeta was a good guy at this point.
There it is. So this is the... That's a spirit bomb. You did it.
Woo!
You gotta hit him with that.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just really hopeful.
Okay, I'll do what I can.
And this is so this what ifs we know so far is Goku goes alone, not with Piccolo, against Raditz. Piccolo shows up anyway, but Goku really goes with Krillin.
Hit him if he keeps moving all over the place like that.
They actually take out Raditz because Master Roshi shows up and uses the lightning surprise on Raditz, and then they are not strong enough to handle Nappa, or maybe they are strong enough to handle Nappa after training, but then they're not strong enough to handle Vegeta because Goku didn't ever learn the Kaioken.
That ball contains the hope of every person on the planet.
And somehow, some way, for some whatever reason, they go grade A. Maybe it's because Goku never died, Piccolo never kidnapped Gohan, so Gohan was never out after night, so Gohan never turned into a grade H, so they never learned that that's what Saiyans do. I don't know. Whatever reason, Vegeta or Nappa turns into a grade A, steps on Krillin, Goku goes Super Saiyan. And then from there,
here goes nothing.
It's possible
Knock it back, Gohan. The ball won't hurt you
that Goku could lose to Super Saiyan Vegeta. Not Super Saiyan Vegeta. That Super Saiyan Goku at the Frieza Saga. I'm wanting to say Frieza because I'm saying Super Saiyan Goku. But Super Saiyan Goku from the Saiyan Saga might not be enough to take on Vegeta in his grade 8 form. Because let's assume that he can get half as strong as he does in King Kai's on Earth with the proper training in the event that he doesn't die. Assuming that they don't just play it off as, oh, this is a good ending, because now they don't need to use the Dragon Balls to wish back Goku. They can use the Dragon Balls for something else. And Goku still goes to King Kai's, whatever. Let's assume that he gets like half as strong. 9,000 Goku to 4,500 Goku.
I might actually die. How dare you?
5 times multiplier on that would be putting him at 25,500. No, 22,500.
No!
He's going Super Saiyan 3! So 22,500 versus Vegeta's 18,000. They'd probably be about on par if Vegeta was like really, really trying. Because he's enough, he can handle Goku's ×3 Kaioken almost went out when he's like struggling, when he's supposed to be only at 18k. Or like,
What?
he's at like 18, 19,000. So Goku at 9,000, Kaioken would put him at 18.
Yes.
But he was still losing because he was using it in bursts. So then he pumps himself up to 24k, uses that for the beam, and he starts losing. So Vegeta could technically push himself a little beyond. But then again, if that's the case, then so could Goku. He could push himself a little beyond too, in just his raw numbers. But regardless, his number would be higher than Vegeta's, and then they both had a ×10 for grade 8, and then the other for the other 0 that goes on to the 50 that we just multiplied Goku's power by. Vegeta's max power is 180,000, which is how strong Goku is when he fights against Ginyu, when he uses Kaioken, and Ginyu instantly wants to steal Goku's body. Whereas Goku would be sitting at a nice 200 and
how can I?
Yeah, 22,500, 225,000. Which is a fair bit stronger than Vegeta, and I think he might win. Which would actually be the bad ending.
Where do you think you're going?
Which is really funny to think about.
This ends now! Don't, Krillin!
I'm sorry, but just let him go.
Oh god, Goku.
Wait, are you serious?
I'm gonna mute while I get myself some,
and come back and kill everyone!
not sponsored, but,
I know.
Anime
This
2D
guy
Milk
killed
Gamer
our
subs.
friends. He
Because
came
I
here
am
to
getting a
massacre
little
everyone
tired.
on the planet. He's not just gonna pull a Piccolo and just change sides. We have to stop him.
I know, Krillin. But please, I know what I'm asking is selfish, crazy even. But do me this favor. Let him live so I can fight him again someday.
Okay, fine. I guess if anybody's got the right to ask for that, it's you. I mean, if it weren't for you, this whole planet would be toast. But if we're gonna do this, then you gotta blow this guy away with everything you got when he comes back. You got it.
You're going to regret this. You won't have another miracle to save you next time. Enjoy this time, because it's all you have left.
There they are! Hey, over here! Whoa!
Goku! Are you alright?
Bulma? Yamcha? The others? They're all gone! We're the only ones left!
Piccolo's gone too. That means Kami and the Dragon Balls. They're all gone.
So you mean Yamcha can't ever be...
Bulma, don't cry. Actually, there might be a way for us to bring everyone who was killed back after all!
What?
Those Saiyans saw Piccolo and said something about him being a Namekian. They said the Namekian home planet, Planet Namek,
I just
even
read the
have more
credits.
powerful Dragon
I never
Balls.
realized that every time Goku was on
Then
King
that
Kai's
means
planet where
if
he's
we head
talking to
over
King
to that
Kai,
Namek place or whatever,
it's Sean Schemmel talking to
we
himself.
might be able to get our hands on some Dragon
Just
Balls.
like Vegeta's always talking to himself because he's Christopher Sabat. So he's Vegeta, he's Piccolo, he's Yamcha, he's Yajirobe, he's every other character.
Hey, it's me, Goku. You know, in the fight with Vegeta.
And something else I did
lost a lot of
notice
our
that I
friends.
was absolutely dumbfounded
With
by
Piccolo gone,
when I first played
We
the
can't
game
use the Dragon Balls to bring anybody back. Wait a second. There are Dragon Balls on planet
was that
Namek?
Sonny Strait,
Kami's
the
homeworld?
voice of Krillin,
How are the guys
also
gonna get
voiced
there?
Bardock.
Stay tuned for the next episode of
I
Dragon Ball Z,
did not know.
the legendary Super Saiyan versus the evil Emperor Frieza.
I was
Don't
absolutely
miss it.
dumbfounded. I love Bardock, so the fact that Bardock is voiced by Krillin, I don't have words. I was just absolutely flabbergasted.
Oh! Was that?
You know, you could probably make a Christopher Sabat team on Sparking Zero, and that'd be kind of funny. I'll skip that one, because that's a nothing fight. Quee! Oh, Quee. Still nothing. Still don't need anything either, because Gohan's super high level.
Nice.
Sorry, I'm skipping a bit of that.
Lord Frieza, it seems like those two power sources from before may warrant more of our attention. They raised their power levels almost instantly, and then vanished after defeating two of our scouts.
That is indeed strange. I highly doubt it's Vegeta's doing.
Correct, my lord. It can't be Vegeta. The sources each have a power level of about 1500.
I don't think that's
1500,
right.
is
I
that
think
right?
that Krillin just raised his power
Hardly
to
anything
match
worthy of our
Krillin's.
concern, wouldn't you say?
Because
they do seem rather
Gohan
unusual.
has to be stronger than
If you
that.
happen upon these two,
He was that strong when he fought the Saiyans, but then
let
he
us
got a
leave Vegeta's
Zenkai
destruction to
after both Nappa beating the tar out of him and from, you know, Vegeta beating the tar out of him.
You hear that, Vegeta? That was a direct order from Lord Frieza. I finally get to kill you.
I hope they don't do
Don't
this
make me laugh,
with
Queen.
the
Do you
freaking
actually think you
PlayStation
can
5
beat me?
remote controller, like, mic,
Are you
like, speaker thing.
blind, Vegeta?
I
Take
am...
a look at your scar.
It is so distracting
You see my
and
power level is leagues
disconcerting
above yours.
when I'm playing Arkham games, Spider-Man games, like, literally, Arkham Asylum, City, Knight, Spider-Man, Miles Morales, or Spider-Man 2, and then the voice just comes out of my controller. It's like, what?
Well now.
I have headphones on, game. I didn't play for that. I didn't ask for that. I didn't want that. I just want to have my speakers do what speakers do.
Good. I'll get rid of that waste of space in no time.
Yeah, you're level 300, Vegeta. I think you got this.
You must really have a death wish. Coming at me like this? You've lost your edge, Vegeta. You don't stand a chance against me with a power level like that.
Don't be disappointed. You're in for a treat. You see, I've managed
Vegeta showing that he is the absolute prodigy. Learn how to raise and lower his power level.
How to run away?
How to sense energy.
Like how to control my power level.
And it's just, Vegeta, you didn't even learn how to do this, and you just saw other people do them and decided you were going to do it.
22,000.
How is that possible? You are godly in terms of
error, but
utility sponge.
Vegeta's coordinate, and it's showing a reading of more than 22,000.
Did you say 22,000? That's an older model scouter, isn't it? Here, I'll get a more accurate reading with mine. Impossible! It can't be! Is my scouter broken? But it's a newer model! The reading's up to 24,000!
Are you saying his power level is even beyond ours now?
Yeah. But with his tail, you know, it would have been much higher. Like, people have mentioned this, like, if you've watched any key moments, the podcast with Dododoya and Vegeta with Scouter, but the Super Saiyan blue hair is so distracting.
What did you say?
You're so pathetic. You have pissed me off for the last time.
It does not look right. I don't like it.
You're not going anywhere.
What dirty fireworks.
Dirty fireworks.
Nice.
Vegeta's power level from before! That 24,000 reading, it was real! Oh, I don't believe it! He just took out Qui!
I'm hardly surprised at this. How soon you forget. Vegeta is a highly experienced fighter in every right. Not to mention foolish. He doesn't seem to know his error and so brazenly defying me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Lord Frieza, the scouter shows there are about 10 Namekians in that direction.
So, if there's only about 10 Namekians per village, and there's 6 villages, that's 60 that's 60 Namekians total. And then
I hate to say it, but that's it.
Guru and Nail
We're
make
screwed.
62.
There's no way we can ever
The
get
Namekians
back
really
to
were
Earth
on the brink of
now.
extinction. There was only 70-ish Namekians.
Let's at least get away from this place.
Less
We're
than
sitting
100.
ducks out here.
That's nuts.
I wish
I'm gonna skip through this.
It doesn't seem safe over there.
Game, what are you asking me to do?
I think I can handle this.
Hey, this hole over here, it looks like it'll do the trick.
Da, da, da.
So, how long do we have to stay in a creepy place like that?
God, Bulma, you asked to come along.
Huh?
You're the pilot.
Krillin, do you sense that power over there?
Yeah, I do. But it's not like the others from before. This time it might be Namekian. Huh? Hide! There's some strange energy headed this way. What are you doing, Bulma? Hide! Those guys we beat up earlier weren't alone!
Huh?
Bulma looking angry until she realizes, wait, I'm a genius. This is a bad idea.
They left. Who were they?
Bulma, do me a favor and check the dragon radar, please? You said 4 of the Dragon Balls were in one spot, right? Well then, it's possible that those guys...
Yeah! That explains it! They have the 4 Dragon Balls!
Yeah, that's what I thought. Go on, did you feel it?
Man, Bulma's an idiot on Namek.
Yeah, their power was
like
incredible.
She doesn't get enough credit for how much she does do in the series, but man,
that small guy,
when she takes away from it, she takes away. Like, you give her an inch, she will take a mile, both in providing and taking away.
Oh man, wait, how are we supposed to get the Dragon Balls from those guys?
Great question. So yeah, because Bulma makes the Dragon Radar and doesn't do much for the Saiyans. She's just kind of spectating. She goes to Namek to try to find the Dragon Balls because she thinks it's going to be easy street. And then she's stuck, and then she makes everyone's lives there more miserable than it already is. Oh hey, Gohan does have a Doria fight. Zarvan, Blade and Power, the Ginyu Force. I'll get through the Ginyu Force and I'll get to the start of the actual Frieza Saga, then I'll call this stream a success. I will do Frieza Saga later tomorrow. Well, yeah, later tomorrow. It's not quite tomorrow yet. It's close though. Skip the introduction of the Ginyu Force.
Thank you, sir.
Do not care.
No Frieza!
Now, then.
Power Rangers. And they did use all of their production budget. They were like, okay, we gotta use all of our budget. How do we do this?
Bulma, no time to talk. We're taking the Dragon
We'll start
Ball.
at the end. We'll do Boo. And then we gotta do Raditz as well. And the Saiyan Saga stuff. That's the most iconic. And then we'll work to the middle. So Boo Saga and the Saiyan Saga stuff is done. Next, let's do the start of Namek and the end of the Cell Saga. So Teen Gohan fighting Perfect Cell, and let's do up to the Ginyu Force. Okay. And how much budget do we have left? Budget? There is no more budget. We can try to scrape something together for Super Saiyan Goku.
Vegeta just now?
But that's about all we got. Cell Saga is going to be pretty sparse.
Damn it, they're on the move. This isn't good. They're so fast.
Hope we can make it in time.
Damn. Yeah.
Hurry, you fools! Over there! Over there!
Yep.
Well, hey there, Vegeta.
Hey there, Vegeta.
They're fast. We didn't even see them coming.
Damn it. We were so close.
Very close.
Oh? If I'm not mistaken,
Probably should have hidden
that's
one of
the
those.
Dragon Balls, isn't it? The 5 behind you, plus the 2 you're holding? That adds up to all 7! Yeah, and you're not getting your purple hands on them!
Racist.
Fine, we'll just have to take them from you then. Guldo!
Sir!
Sir! Zawardo!
How did he?
Everything did go all purple. He is Dio.
stubby four-eyed freak actually does have the ability to stop time. Not good.
And that's all 7 of them. All that's left is to finish you guys off.
So, back on the topic of Sparking Zero, because I am getting a little tired. I'm just
me personally.
playing through
Hey, not so bad,
a story I've already
Captain.
played through pretty recently.
You got to have all the fun last time.
Yeah, that's right. Ugh, I suppose you're right. Fine. Raccoon, you
Man.
take Vegeta. Guldo, you take the 2 kids.
If Ginyu didn't
This
hog
should
the
be
spotlight on the
interesting.
previous mission, this one would be
Aren't
over.
I a great captain! In the meantime, I'll deliver the Dragon Balls to Lord Frieza.
Because Goku, Gohan, not
And then
Gohan,
he will finally be
Gohan,
able to attain
Krillin, and Vegeta would all be
immortality.
dead. And then Goku would show up, and he wouldn't have any idea what was going on.
Why don't you finish those pipsqueaks off first, huh?
And he could probably handle. He probably couldn't handle Goldo. Because Goldo actually does stop time.
All right.
The reason
Here goes
why
nothing.
Gohan and Krillin were able to actually beat him is Vegeta beat him for them.
More to your runs than I thought. You little... Go on. Let's make this quick.
Right.
Yep. It was very quick.
How can I, a member of the Ginyu Force, be beaten by these kids? You gotta be kidding me.
Nah. But in this, he just
Whoa, you see
dies
that?
to
Guldo
Krillin
just
and
got his
Gohan.
butt handed to him.
Oh, that's just great. Now that we're down a man, our special fighting pose is going to look ridiculous.
Well, I guess Captain Ginyu's gonna have to come up with a new pose that the 4 of us can do.
We did it!
Yes, now it'll look ridiculous.
If we can keep this up until Goku gets here, we should be okay.
Sparking teams are going to
You
be
really
something.
are off on your own little world, aren't you?
They could
Guldo
try
was
so
nothing.
many
He's
different
the weakest
combinations
of the
because it's going to be
bunch.
5-man teams.
The
It's
real
going to be
suffering
nuts.
truly starts now.
I can't wait to play ranked.
All right,
I-
Vegeta. Now, it's our
I'm
turn to
just so
play.
excited for Sparking
You
Zero.
kids can play too if you want. Heck,
I'm
I'll
falling
play
asleep
with
to
all
Kakarot
of
because
you.
I've rewatched Kai recently. I just beat
Look at you, Vegeta.
Kakarot
Oh,
pretty
yeah, I
recently,
bet you were before.
and I rewatched
You guys
Z
got any
Abridged
moves with more pizzazz?
recently too.
If not, I'm gonna
So
have to kill ya.
all of this early stuff is just honestly tiring. Plus, I've been up for a while. Hit him with a final flash. Now look at all this animation budget that they wasted on the ending of the Raccoon fight. A overall nothing fight. Because it does not end
All right.
at
That
all.
was a good warm-up.
Not even any shot. It's
Now,
just
let's see what you can really do.
Vegeta trying all he can and then nothing. Skip, 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 skip.
Oh, look at it.
Lord
No,
Frieza, understood.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Well,
Alright,
Well,
and Goku has arrived. Woohoo! I don't think. Well, yeah, I'll go ahead and play through the Raccoon fight. Burger and Jace. Ginyu and Jace. Gotta say, the trickiest fights in Kakarot were definitely tag team matches where they had 2 people and you didn't. And stupid cooking challenges. Goku vs. Burger, Goku vs. Raccoon, Captain Ginyu, Frieza. You know what? I'll save Goku's arrival for tomorrow. In the meantime, thank you. Tomorrow we will be discussing Sparking Jiro's fashion and if I'm hopeful for anything or what I desperately want. Thank you again so much for watching and have a good night. Be good to yourself and be good to others.